Year 1929. The meat market is at an all-time high. American lions are rich and producing new lion technologies. It's a great
We in America today are nearer to the final triumph over poverty than ever before in the history of any land. Real quote.
Then the next day the meat runs out. 12 million lions remain unemployed. Lion factories closed. World economic collapse. So, how did it happen all of a sudden? Let's go back. 1918. The Lion War to end all lion wars. World War I is over. Wait, what are you talking about when you say World War I? Lions are happy. Lions won. The USA becomes a strong lion country. While European lions are handling things over there, 4 million American lion soldiers come back home. But when the lions come back, they see that most of their old jobs are gone. However, unemployment is still low, around 1.4%, and the meat market is stable. In 1919, lions are now switching from making military products to civil goods. However, lion demand is much higher than lion supply. Prices increase by almost 20% in a year. Daily consumed products like food, fuel, and shelter suddenly cost more money. But lion workers' wages aren't rising. Demand is so high that more than 4 million lions, which is about 20% of the American lion workforce, go on strike due to high workload and low wages. But despite this, the meat market starts to rise. Lions think the economy will recover after the war. Things have to get better, right? In 1920, unemployment rises to 6.9%. Nice. To help, the Lion Central Bank steps in and raises interest rates, which makes borrowing from lion banks more costly. However, this backfired. Lion companies can no longer get loans to build new factories, while prices fall by nearly 40%. Yay! Lion wages do too, which causes some lion workers to be laid off to cut costs. Lion factories drop by about 30%. Unemployment almost doubles to around 12%, and lions don't have unemployment insurance. No social welfare programs. Lions are sad. The meat market falls. Later lions will call this time the Roaring Twenties. We'll find out why in a bit. The lion government realized that making borrowing from the lion bank expensive caused problems. This means making borrowing from the lion bank cheap won't create problems, right? So they lower interest rates. Lion companies start borrowing from lion banks. Lion factories start hiring lions again. Lion workers build more lion factories. Goods are cheap, and lions are spending more money now that there are more things lions can buy. Things like refrigerators, dishwashers, vacuum cleaners, wireless radios in every lion home to advertise more products. An invention, the Model T car invented by Henry Ford. Every lion really wants to own this car. So Ford sets up the moving assembly line. Lion workers can now make cars in 90 minutes instead of 12 hours. Ford sells cars to nearly 1 million lions. Soon, every lion company uses this new belt technology to mass-produce their products. The economy starts to improve. The meat market starts to rise. 1922 lion wages are rising slowly. So lion banks start giving credit to help lions buy things. Lions are buying left and right. Profits are increasing. The lion economy is super. But now that lions have all this stuff, what else is there to buy? What about meats? Yes, meats. Yes, let's buy meat. Yes. What did he say? So lions start investing. Lion banks start giving loans so lions can buy meat now and pay later. Working-class lions can now buy 100 money's worth of meat for only 10 monies. Just don't forget to pay us back the remaining 90 monies. What? Huh? Oh, yes. Yes, sure. I'm investing it all in meats. It only goes up. The meat market is rising. 1923. Lion factories are breaking efficiency records. Ford alone sells millions of Model Ts. Oil, electricity, and steel industries are increasing. Lion companies start earning a lot of money. Fast production makes daily goods cheaper. Unemployment decreases to around 2 to 3%. Lions start building new lion suburbs. The lion government keeps interest rates low. More lions, even lion companies, borrow from lion banks. Lions really like the buy now, pay later idea. But what about debt? Lions across the country start thinking the value of meat will continue to rise. The meat market is rising. 1924. Investing becomes more common among working-class lions. Not just rich lion elites. The lion government lowers interest rates again, encouraging lions to take out loans. Lion banks are now lending too much with very little oversight. You can invest, and you can invest, and you can invest. Hey, friends, doesn't it scare anyone that most of the money you're investing isn't savings, but actually money you owe to the bank? Shut up, nerd. The meat market is rising. 1925. About 75% of lion household goods are bought on credit. Isn't this a bit dangerous? Everything is fine. I know how money works. You don't even own 100% of your toaster. Lions start investing in other things like real estate too. Like many lions, especially in Florida. Lion newspapers say Florida is a paradise where property will never lose value. Most lions can't pay the high land prices, so they borrow. I'm sure this decision will appreciate over time. The meat market is rising. 1926. A hurricane hits Miami and destroys the Florida real estate market. Lions who invested lose everything, and the banks that lent them that money lose even more. But lions in the Lion Nation don't panic. Lions just borrow more and redirect their investments to the meat market again. Have you money owners, lions, learned nothing? Lion companies' profits start to slow down. So they borrow more leaves to hide their true value. The profits they make, as you might guess, are invested in the meat market. Lion workers' wages also start to slow down. But the total debt of lions is now about 120 billion, or about 2 trillion today. Most of the lion economy is based on borrowed money, not real income. The meat market is rising. 1927, the lion government lowers interest rates again, making borrowing incredibly cheap. International lions start investing in the US meat market. Lion companies start borrowing to invest in their own companies, making them look more valuable than they actually are. When lions see this, they immediately take out more loans to invest. Lion teachers, lion barbers, lion janitors, even lion voice actors had meat portfolios. Newspaper headlines read, "A new era of prosperity." The meat market is rising so high, more than 30% in a year. 1928, the lion government finally starts to get scared of all the lions borrowing, so they raise interest rates. That stops them. It didn't stop them. Many lions are afraid of missing out before rates go even higher. So lions scramble to borrow and invest more. The meat market increases by 40% in a year. The lion president calls out to the Lion Nation, "Today in America, we are closer to the final victory against poverty than any other country in history." I'm so excited for the future. I'm sure this statement will appreciate over time. 1929, the meat market increased by 55% in a year. Every Lion's stock portfolio looks like a lush green forest. Unemployment is at a low level of 3.2%. Lions across the country believe meats will go even higher. The Lion president addresses the nation again. America's business is business. Business. Look at this chart. This is an all-time high. Nothing bad will happen. October 24th, 1929. Black Thursday. Hey, do you think the meat market could ever, I don't know, fall? Fall? What do you mean fall? Where did he say fall? Oh my God. Is it going to fall? Did he say the meat market is falling? What did he say? Did he say the meat market is going to fall? When have you ever heard of the meat market falling? Lions panic and start selling quickly. Exactly 13 million meats. The meat market falls 11% in one day. Friends, don't be afraid. This was just a one-time thing, laughter. Right? October 28th, Black Monday, the market falls another 13%. Oh, please God, stop this. October 29th, Black Tuesday, more than 16 million meats are sold in one day, a new record. The market loses 14 billion in a day and falls another 11%. By the end of the week, the market is 40% down from its all-time high. Some Lions' meats are worthless. Lion companies are going bankrupt and Lions who borrowed to invest are in serious debt. But Lion banks are also taking heavy losses. The meat market had fallen by more than 30 billion, which is almost half of the US's entire wealth. 1930, the Great Depression begins. Unemployment rises to 8.7%. 1,300 Lion banks close. Businesses can no longer borrow to open new stores. Food, construction, automotive, and many other Lion industries are in decline. Companies can't pay wages and lay off Lion workers. 1931, the Depression starts affecting Lions worldwide. International Lion companies that borrowed from U.S. banks struggle to repay their debts. U.S. Lion banks pull money from European banks to cover losses, causing them to go bankrupt. Trade between the U.S. and other Lion countries starts to decrease. Lions panic. Things quickly turn into a global meat crisis. Lion unemployment rises to 15.9%. More than 2,200 Lion banks fail. Rich concrete jungles turn into Lion shantytowns. 1932. Unemployment rises to 23.6%. Lion companies, factories, and stores close. 4,000 Lion banks close. Lion farmers who can't repay their loans lose their land. Meanwhile, the Lion president at the time takes a hands-off approach. He is voted out shortly after. 1933 was the worst year of this meat depression. Unemployment rises to 24.9%, the worst rate in U.S. history. 12.8 million Lions, 1 in 4 Lions, have no job. Many Lions lose their homes, farms, and savings as banks go bankrupt. No jobs, no leaves, and no meat. Phew, that was crazy. Good thing it will never happen again.